Hey, hello, greetings, salutations. Coming to you live like I do every night with that third eye. So excited. So, this reading is going to be on missing person, Hollynn, Snapp. This was actually sent to me by someone. I looked up the girl's name to get a picture for the thumbnail, but I didn't look up any information about her because the only thing I saw that said that there was a possible connection between her missing persons case and Layla Santinello's missing person case. So this is going to definitely tell us whether or not they're connected. I hope. Got 7 questions here we're going to pop off. Let's start out with the events leading up to Hollynn's disappearance. Circumstances surrounding her disappearance. Reasons. Who or what is responsible for her disappearance. Reasons or motives. If there's a connection to missing girl Layla Santinello, what is this connection? And reveal something unknown about Hollynn's missing case. Alrighty. First question. Events leading up to her disappearance, and that's the pothole in reverse position. By the way, I didn't say this in the other read, but these are my own homemade cards with their own meanings. And I'm going to tell you, I have found out that you can buy any deck of tarot cards and they'll work if you've got the gift. But whenever you make your own and you put your own intent to it, you take your own time to, identify them, write on them, put meanings to them and stuff, it just makes it a whole different experience. So if you do read tarot cards, get your own set, make your own set. You will never look back. You're welcome. So that's the pothole in the reverse position, and that's overcoming difficulties or finding a way around a persistent problem. So that's what she was dealing with at the time of her disappearance. Let's clarify on that, expand on that a little bit. Botox. Botox indicates a addiction or a drug problem. So I think that she was changing her environment. That's what it feels like, to get away from the whole temptation of it, because I think this looks to me like she's really trying to straighten up and stay sober. So the circumstances surrounding her disappearance. So we've got the zombie in reverse. Now this is breaking free of toxic influences. Yeah, she's went to go stay wherever she's went to go stay. I'm going to say probably a little ways away from where she was living at, to break free from this chains of addiction. Now, the reasons for these circumstances. Now we've got the troll in the reverse position. That shows avoidance of necessary confrontation. It's making a detour around your fears. And it also indicates a perceived threat. Okay. So she received a threat of some sort, which has scared her straight pretty much. Let's just clarify that. Chance. Chance represents a moment of opportunities intertwined with risk. It's like an opportunity, but it's probably the outcome of it's not going to end well. And you know this, but you're going to do it anyway because the opportunity is there. Looking back on this and her having a drug problem, I'm going to take a statement in the dark. Did Hollynn rob someone of either drugs and or money? That's a yes. That's what the thread's about, I guarantee it. When it comes to who or what is responsible for her disappearance, we've got the festival goer. This is a card of encouraging rekindling old bonds and forging new ones. That's not clear at all. It's clear as mud. Passport in a reverse position. Now this indicates lost opportunities and the need to resolve these issues. The ones responsible for her disappearance, the ones that Hollynn robbed, that's going to be a no. That's all going down to reasons and motive. That's a bullshit artist. That represents someone or something that exudes charm to mask deception. Now, it also indicates manipulation, empty promises, and it signifies a need to question motives and seek the truth. Once again, clear as mud. Emotional trash. Signifies the weight of unresolved issues. These unresolved. Was this a family member? Landlord. No. Landlord. Let's think of this. Yeah, let's go on and see if it might reveal something else. Now, when it comes to the connection, if there is one to Layla Centinela, and we've got danger in reverse. This indicates recklessness, denial, ignoring red flags, and it warns against underestimating risks. Oh shit currency. Oh shit currency is risk, opportunity, and unpredictability. I don't think that they're connected as much as it's they ran in the same circles. I think they probably partied at the same places, got high at the same places. I'm sure they've come in with each other's company and they were doing the same risky lifestyle. But I don't think as far as like Layla disappeared. I don't know who disappeared first, but let's just say, for instance, Layla disappeared, and then this is a big thing about Hollynn knew where she was at, or information pertaining to it, so she disappears. It's not anything like that. It's just they ran in the same circles and they had the same lifestyle. So something unknown about this case. That's going to be the third nipple. Now that represents self-acceptance, individuality. It's recognizing your own self-worth, even in aspects that you either once hid or once was ashamed of. So I'm going to say that this feels like Hollynn quite possibly had a handicap of some kind. I'm not sure if it's physical, mental, or it's a handicap of some kind that at one time that she felt like that it was an embarrassment or a hindrance, or I'm not like everyone else. She's just come to this point in her life to where she accepts herself and loves herself for who she is, and she sees her self-worth. And this is also a big drive in her sobriety as well. So did Hollynn go missing as a result of her robbing someone? It'd be a yes. Well, if they personally didn't do it, the one that she robbed, I'd say they have give some other addict a little extra on their snack for the day to take care of a problem for them, so their hands aren't dirty. Is this right? Yes or no? That's gonna be a yes. Woo! So my best advice is I would find out if the family doesn't already know who Hollynn used to go see for her addiction, where she's still spending money at, and that's where you'll find who's responsible for getting all this into motion, because it's whoever that she robbed either took money or drugs from. They've sent someone to collect. Thanks a lot, guys. See you next time. As you see here from the screenshot I took from the video, that one of the cards, I should say, pulled when I asked who or what was responsible for Hollynn's disappearance, came up there, right there in the red, as the landlord card. And I glossed right over that. So, without knowing any of Hollynn's circumstances, where she was living, who she was living with, whoever she was living with, landlord is that card. Whoever she was living with is directly and or indirectly responsible for her disappearance. So this is someone that
she was staying with, or someone she was living with, or maybe just someone she was spending time with. I don't know if it's a romantic connection, a family member, friend, whoever, but that's where the blame is.